Morning, Natalie. Morning, guys. How are we doing?
Yes,
Very well.
very well. We're all very excited for the new season. How are you feeling about it?
I'm like you guys. I'm genuinely looking forward to it for a number of reasons, really. I think obviously all the fans coming back adds a completely different dimension to it all. I think it'll make the games a bit quicker. I think without the fans, at times I saw some slower pace games than what we're used to. It's easy to roll the ball around at the back and keep it when there's no fans in the ground. All of a sudden you get 50,000+ roaring you on. You got to get it forward that little bit quicker. It's hard not to. So I think we'll see more intensity in the games. So looking forward to it across the board. Really can't wait.
Andy, what a game you've got. 12:30, Man United v Leeds, especially with the fans in, as you just mentioned there. But United have got an unbelievable record against Leeds. So does that play on people's minds, you think, the players' minds by, we haven't got a great record at Old Trafford. We always seem to lose there. Or do they go into the game, obviously Bielsa as well, sign that new contract will give everybody a big lift in that Leeds camp?
I think, Ray, you can play on your mind. But first game, first time out, you've got every chance to just go there and write your own bit of history if you struggle against a certain club. So I think it's a dangerous opponent for Man United tomorrow. I really do. I think that the way that Leeds play, the way they are, I thought they were a credit to themselves, to the division last year. I thought they were brilliant to watch. I was looking at a few bits yesterday and scored more goals than Chelsea Leeds last season. And I think if they can somehow retain that ambition in their forward play, that positivity and getting numbers in the box, but also at times try and see games out a little bit better defensively, then they're going to be a handful for anyone they play against. So I would expect them certainly a top 10 finish, right?
No second season syndrome then for you with regards to Leeds?
No, I don't think so. Now, I honestly, I just think that they haven't made a serious amount of new acquisitions, just a couple, I think. So again, I think those that come in they know the rules. You've got to give everything, and you've got to start from the first whistle to the last. You've got to be flat out. So I think everyone will be a bit better prepared for them this year. But it's all well and good preparing for it, but you try and stop it. It's not easy.
Andy, have Manchester United got a chance of doing better than second this year, i.e. first or second again? Or do you feel, just with what Chelsea are doing, Manchester City, they're going to be vying for third and fourth?
I do feel, Trev, that United are going to have to perform really, really well at their absolute very best to do what they did last year, or even better that. I see Chelsea being more of a threat. Yeah. I even see Liverpool coming back this season and being more of a threat. Of course, with the injuries and the problems they had last season, now all of a sudden they will feel a lot better about themselves. Look, United have genuine reasons to be optimistic. They do. And I think it's what's going to be key for a lot of these teams, particularly the top four teams, is how they fare against each other in those big matches. And they're going to be significant. They're going to be key. They're all in good shape. They've all got powerful squads. Of course, returning international players still aren't up full speed yet, but they'll get there pretty soon. And I would think that United are going to be very, very strong. It's just at the moment I see Chelsea, City, potentially Liverpool being a little bit stronger.
Andy, obviously Mason Greenwood dropped out the England squad, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he does this year. Yeah. It's another big season for him, with the World Cup coming up as well. It's his third season now for Manchester United, so looking forward to seeing how he's developing as a player. Definitely, Ray. I think that we can all see that he's as good a finisher, obviously besides Cavani, he's as good a finisher as they've got at the club. He's just got that natural feel for goals. I see some of the goals he scores. He reminds me so much of a Robbie Fowler in his day as a kid at Liverpool. They bobble in the corner, they go through legs, they go here, they go everywhere, don't they? And he's just that sort of player. He just seems to be able to find the net, and that's a beautiful habit to have for a young man. So, like you, mate, I'm really looking forward to seeing how he develops. He's got a chance. Rashford obviously is going to be missing for a few weeks, so there's an opportunity, you'd think, for Mason Greenwood to come flying out the blocks. He should be fresh. He should be hungry. And I think they're a little bit more mature now. He knows what it's all about. And United have clearly got a very, very talented boy there.
It's going to be a cracking game at Old Trafford. What a way to sort of kick things off for game day here on talkSPORT. But while we've got you on here, Andy, I've got to ask you about Aston Villa, your former club, of course. They've got to go into this season without Jack Grealish, but we know the acquisitions they've made. They were quick to bring in replacements, if you like, and they made a point of saying that the players that they brought in all have elements of Jack Grealish. You know, Grealish himself is impossible to replace, but they've tried to bring in players that have elements of him. How excited are you about Aston Villa this season? Because there is a lot of positivity about the club going into this new season.
Do you know, I was talking the other day, Nat, to someone about, I remember when Andy Cole left Newcastle for Man United, and I can remember Kevin Keegan, the boys will remember as well, he was on the steps outside the ground trying to appease the fans and tell them all that, look, it's not the end of the world. We've lost a big player, of course. We've lost a huge player, but you got to trust me on it. That's exactly what Kevin said. And all of a sudden, Les arrived and Ginola arrived, and then Big Al came, I think, pretty soon after. And of course, we then know how Newcastle went. They went very, very close to winning the league. I'm not saying that's going to happen for Villa in terms of getting in the top 4. I don't see that, but I do see top 10. The squad is obviously healthy. The squad is good. The squad is experienced. They sorted out some defensive frailties they had a year or so ago. That looks like they've got on top of that, and I think they've got a good goalkeeper. They've got Danny Ings coming in to help. Ollie Watkins is a bonus. So I think they've got good competition for places in a lot of areas, and because of that, I think they'll finish in and around 10th spot, maybe hopefully just a little bit better.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.